I want to start. All right. This is a meeting just after spring break. Okay. So I was talking with some students about this spring break. It seems that everyone has a good spring break. All right. Relaxing and good, and these some beaches, and some students have some very productive, okay, weeks. Okay. All right, so if you did have a great spring break, it means to me, I have to remind you many things to restart, okay, this course because you forgot. You forgot many things. Okay. All right. So I cannot remind you everything, but I want to remind you this. We done. Okay. What the business level strategy and corporate level strategy. Okay. And business level strategy, a single business unit. Okay. How to compete. How to compete. Okay. So genetic strategy. Reduce cost, increase product differentiations. Okay. Then you have competitive advantage. Okay. So this is business level strategy and corporate level strategy. We talked about corporate level strategy, multiple business units, where to compete, how to harmonize these multiple business units. So we talked about vertical integrations, something like acquisitions, licensing, and CDC, and alliance activity, something like that. Okay, better? Oh, we did these things right. Okay, then based on this, these understandings, okay, we are ready to talk about some additional additional topics in strategy management. We are going to talk about international business, okay, globalization. Today's topic is international strategy. Okay, very simple topic if you understand this. Okay. The next topic is entrepreneurial activities, entrepreneurship. Okay, entrepreneurship, new ventures, new business. Okay, then innovation, technology things. Okay, these three topics. Then we are done. Right, the textbook part will be done. Okay, so globalization, entrepreneurship, and the innovation. Three more chapters. Okay. So today we are going to talk about international strategy, globalization. Okay. I know some of you already took my international business class. Okay. This topic is just very similar with this course. Okay. So globalization and uh, entrepreneurship and the innovation. Okay. So this is one of this topic, international strategy. We are going to talk about really simple strategy because we already understand, okay, the previous topics. Okay? So today meeting will be very simple, very simple. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Oh, before we go, I want to make sure. Okay, your audio, video, everything, your connection is okay. Please let me know. You are ready to go. Please let me know. Say yes. Okay. Okay, great. All right. Some announcements. Spring break and comeback. All right. And teamwork. Okay, teamwork. Once again, we are gonna do three more chapters. Then we're done. We are focused on simulations. All right. At this point, I want to emphasize your teamwork. Teamwork. You have to, everyone, okay, you have to contribute your portion in your team work, simulations especially. Okay. So we are to do peer evaluations if necessary. Okay. The problem is, okay, to my end, okay, to my end, I can help a lot of things, okay, in this course for you, but if you have a problem with your team, okay, your team contribution is not good. So your team members have a problem with you. It's a big, big issue because I cannot help you a lot in this case. So if you have any issue, please let me know immediately. Okay? And please discuss with me. So peer evaluations will be very, very important. Okay? You are seniors. You're about to graduate. So if you fail with this, okay, it is not good. Really, really a big issue. Okay? And the schedule. Three more chapter. Chapter 7, 8, 12. Okay? 7, 8, 12. International strategy, entrepreneurial strategy, innovation strategy. Done. Okay. Then we are going to move to the simulations. Okay. Fully simulations. Okay. And presentation two. This is the scores you evaluate. Okay. So team one 4.46, team two 4.76, team three 4.61, team four same thing 4.61, and team five 4.76. Team 6, 4.84. Okay. And then distribution of your exam 2, the second exam. Look at this. Average is 35 out of 37. Great. Great. And standard deviation is 1.66. This number. Actually, I think this number is more important. Okay. For me, okay, standard deviation is very, very narrowly distributed, and the mean is good. Okay. That means okay, almost everyone did a great job. Great job. Okay. Also, it means that it is very competitive to have a better grade. Okay. Like A, for example, A. Many students are doing very, very well. Almost perfect scores. Okay. But we are going to do relative evaluations. Okay. That means only some portion of students will have A. Okay, I'm gonna try to give A, okay, as many students as I can. Okay, many students as I can. But still, there is a limited number of students who will have A. So it is very competitive. So probably, if you wanna have a great grade, then you have you have to have almost perfect scores in this course. Okay, so keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. All right. Oh, any question? Answer. Okay, let's move. So let's start with one quiz. One quiz. Okay. So your chapter 7 one quiz is, let me see, on the canvas. On canvas, please go ahead on canvas. And chapter 7 one quiz is available right now. Chapter 7 homework quiz is available right now. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes. When you're done, please let me know. Just type that. Good luck. All right. Anybody needs more time? More time, please let me know. Okay, let's talk about international business. Okay. So again, we already talked about the generic strategies of strategy management. Reduce cost, increase product differentiations, and create competitive advantage. Then we are talk about the more topics: international business, entrepreneurship, and innovation. So the first topic is international business. Let me ask this: why we care about international business, globalization? Why? Why we care about in strategy management in this course? We care about international business. Anybody? Okay. Why we care about? We care about international business. Sutton, thank you. Anybody? Any idea? Once again, we already talked about the central ideas of strategy management. It was business level, corporate level strategy. And business level, reduce cost, increase product differentiations. If you do achieve these two strategies, you have competitive advantage. Okay. Then we're gonna talk about three other topics. Why? Why we care about these topics? Why we are talking about international business, globalizations? Is it spring break? Side effects? With who? Any idea? Why we care about international business, globalization? Why?
Like you said, because it promotes competitive advantage, and also circulates like goods around different cultures around the world. So
Great, great. Now you learned. Great. It is related to competitive advantage. Okay. So the main purpose of everything we are talking about is competitive advantage, performance, for better performance. That means why we talk about international business, globalization, because it is related to competitive advantage. How? It reduce cost, increase product differentiations. Okay? All right. So think about it. Think about it. Okay. Our main framework is very simple. Reduce cost, increase product differentiations. If you achieve this, we have competitive advantage. Then globalization, international business helps reduce cost and increase product differentiations. Entrepreneurship too. Innovation too. Usually think about these two relationships. Cost, product differentiation. If you reduce cost, usually your product differentiation what? Reduced. If you increase product differentiation, then your cost is what? Increase. Usually these two co-move, but these three topics, including international business globalization, it reduces cost, increase product differentiation simultaneously at the same time. That's why people are crazy about international business, entrepreneurship, and technology innovations. Okay? So now you are ready to talk about international business. Okay? Number one, increasing international exchange in goods and service can run into the difficulty of having one offer that meets the needs of customers at different income levels. Yes, that's very true. It is true. Okay? So probably your textbook doesn't mention about price discrimination strategy. Okay, but it is important concept too. Okay, because in each country, think about that. Right? In each country, we have different customer needs, okay? Especially about the price of the product. Then actually corporations, many organizations use price discrimination strategy. A good example is your drug price. Drug price. Think about the USA and some African countries. The price of drug in the USA is very high, but in African countries, actually the price is really low. Why? Because their needs and their affordabilities are different. Okay? So drug companies use different prices in different countries, okay, to meet customers' need. This is what I say is price discrimination strategy. Price discrimination strategy. Probably some of you will have this strategy in your future jobs. Okay? That's why I mentioned about that. Number two, multinational companies like GE take advantage of globalization to tap into talent around the world in order to build products. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. Okay? So human capital. Sometimes globalization, the international business provides huge market and also the source of human capital resources. Okay? I am the example of this. Okay? I was made in Wales, South Korea. Okay? Then I exported to the USA. Then I'm teaching. I'm making a performance in the USA. Okay? So tap into talent around the world. I am the example of this. Okay? Multinational companies. Okay? Number three, demanding domestic consumers tend to push firms to move ahead of companies in other countries where consumers are less demanding and more complacent. Yes, it's true. That's true. Number four, international expansion can extend the life cycle of a product that is in its maturity stage in a company home country. Yes, that's very true. So we talked about industry life cycle, right? So the product has introduction, growth, maturity, and decline stages. Okay. So in the some countries, a product is a maturity stage. Then it is okay. It doesn't have any great value, but if it goes to some other countries, it has more values. Okay. Then the product life cycle is extended by globalization. Okay. Number five, in addition to responding to pressure to lower cost, okay, managers must strive to be responsive to the global pressures. No, there's no global pressures. Actually, local pressures, I guess. Okay, local pressures in order to tailor their products to the demand of local market. Yes, local adaptation, local pressures. Okay? But generic strategies in the international business setting is very similar with these strategies we already talked about. Reduce cost, increase product differentiation. In the international business setting, reduce cost, increase local adaptations. So product differentiation is very similar with local adaptations. Local adaptations. So basically, the nature of these two terminologies are same. Okay? Product differentiation means actually local adaptation. All right? So local adaptation. Okay? So 2x2, four types of generic strategies created by this concept is very similar to. Okay? Yeah. So generic strategies, I mean, you already read the textbook, so you're already familiar with the international strategy, global strategy, multi-domestic strategy, transnational strategy, four types of these strategies. Okay? So these four types of strategies are very similar with the four generic types of strategy we already talked about in the previous chapters. Okay? Coastal leadership and local adaptation. Number 6, as the pressure to lower cost increases, firms move toward selecting global and transnational strategies for competing in the global marketplace. Yes, it's true. Okay? So global strategy is focused on the reduced cost reduction. Okay? And actually domestic strategy is focused on product differentiations. Okay? And transnational strategy is a combination of these two. Okay? So ultimate goal is actually transnational strategies. Okay? So global transnational strategy is focused on the cost reduction. Okay? Number 7, corporations with multiple foreign operations that act very independently of one another are following a multi-domestic strategy. Yes, that's right. So multi-domestic strategy is focused on what? Local adaptation, product differentiations. Okay? And now you understand all the topics in this chapter. So basically this chapter, we want to talk about the general sense of globalization, okay? Easy one. And generic strategies, cost reduction, local adaptation, and four types of generic strategies, including what? International, global, multi-domestic, transnational. And then we are going to talk about the entry modes of international business, like exporting and licensing and joint ventures and something like that. That's it, right? These three topics we are going to talk about in this today. So today's meeting will be very, very simple. Okay? Simple. Any question, comment? All right, then let's move. Okay. So, learning objectives. We already talked about international expansion, national advantages, general sense of globalization, and then cost reduction and local adaptation. Cost reduction and local adaptation. All right. Two opposing forces. And based on these two forces, we have four types of strategy, 2x2 strategies: international, global, domestic, multi-domestic, and transnational. Then entry strategies. We already talked about these ones. Okay? So we have this sense about this. All right, let's move. Number 7, chapter 7, international strategy we are talking about. Okay? All right, today's class activity. Today class activity. Okay, very simple. Individuals. Okay. I love this, activity section when I was talking about international business. Okay. 9 dots. 9 dots. Okay. Link all 9 dots using four straight lines or fewer. 4, 3, whatever. Okay. Without lifting the pen. And without tracing the same line more than once. Okay? Link all 9 dots without lifting the pen, without tracing the same line more than once. Think about it. How? Try. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Individually. Try. 5 minutes. 9 dots. Emma, any solution? Jacob Blair, any solution? Dominic got it. Okay. Dominic got it. Okay. Lois, how about you? Any solution? Oh, Lois. I think you got it. Okay, great. All right. And okay. So anyone has a solution, please let me know. Okay, Jacob Caldwell. Got it. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay, Lois. What do you have? Please let me know. You can turn on your video. You just draw the note and you can turn on the video and show me. Or you can just type it. How can I move my pen? Or probably somebody else. Okay. Dominic. Dominic, can you tell us umbrella? What do you mean umbrella? Yeah, you just can turn on your videos and then you can show your note. It's easy. Anybody has a solution? Emma, you discard it? Okay, Jacob, please go ahead.
Start in the top left.
Okay, here,
Yep. Go right a dot
go
length.
right,
Dot length outside.
outside,
Yep. And then diagonal through the
diagonal
right
to
bottom middle.
this side, I guess. Oh,
And straight
and
up the left side.
up
And then diagonal
and
through.
diagonal through. Okay, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Dominic, you mean this is umbrella. Okay. All right. So again, it's great solution. Okay. Let me try again. Okay, from slide here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 lines. Great. Great solution. Okay. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks, Jacob. Thank you, Dominic. Okay. So we have a solution, okay, with the 4 lines. Any 3 lines? 3 lines? Probably, let me give you 3 lines. I start from the top of the dot and go middle and bottom. Let's go outside and go back, top, middle, bottom, top, middle, bottom. 3 lines. 3 lines. Okay. This is a 3-line solution, and this is a 4-line solution. Okay, any other solutions? Okay, probably not. Okay. So think about this. What this example, okay, shows it outside the box, outside the box. Okay, 4 lines outside the box, 3 lines outside the box. If you think about this inside 9 dots, okay, about the solution, probably you cannot find it. Okay. But if you use the outside the box, you have several solutions. Okay. International business is exactly like this. If you find any solution in some situations, you cannot find any solution in the domestic business, in the domestic market, in the domestic resources. But international business, if you think about outside the box, many options are available, many solutions are available. Okay. Now, probably in your future job, you will experience this. In the domestic setting, you cannot find any solution in your job. But when you think about outside the box, in a national business, you will find many options. Many options. Okay? Like human capital, markets, materials, many things. Okay? So think about outside the box. This is the implication of this example. Outside the box, international business. Okay? You will find some solutions. Okay? That's pretty much about today's class activity. Very simple, but it has a lot of implications. Okay? All right, any question, comment? All right, let's move on. So today, globalizations. Okay, I'm just gonna de-emphasize some points. I'm not gonna replicate this textbook. Okay, globalizations outside the box. Okay. Right. Those rules, norms, values, or ideas are growing more similar across countries. It is true, and it is not true too. Okay. Now, in detail, it seems that these things are getting similar, but in details, there are big differences. Okay. So you should recognize as a business leader. Okay. Then you should use this. Okay. All right. So it's true, getting similar across countries, but it is getting dissimilar also true. Okay. All right. Then international strategy countries. India and China, big populations. Big populations. Okay. China 1.5, 1.8. 1.8. All right. 1.8. Probably. Think about that. When you think about market, okay, Chinese populations, okay, it's huge. Everyone knows it. Okay? But the income level is much smaller than that of USA. Okay? So their market is smaller? No. Think about that. Only 10% of Chinese population in high income levels. Their income level is much much higher than that of the USA. Okay? And their population is just 10%, and half of the USA population. Okay? So their market is really huge. Okay? India too. And also think about these countries, their human capital, people, highly trained, huh? People, college graduate people. Okay? Great source of human capital and great source of materials, rare earths, okay? A source of resources. So, in an international setting, these countries plays dual roles: market and the source of resources. You should keep in mind. Okay. In your future job, probably you will recognize this. Okay, a lot. Even think about it. You are just working in the local accounting office. Then you may think I'm not so related with international business, but okay, you will recognize it. You are related with the international business in your job. Okay? You will recognize it. So, international business, when you find a solution in your business, please think about outside the box. Okay? All right. Then, okay. Oh, Michael Porter's Diamond of National Advantage. We talked about Michael Porter's 5 forces model in the previous chapter. These are very similar with this. Okay? But this time, Michael Porter is talking about what? Nations competitiveness. Nations competitiveness with 4 factors. Factor endowments, demand conditions, related and supporting industries, firm strategy, structure, and rivalry. Okay? I'm not going to talk about each factors, okay? But again, simple. Okay? This theory is simple. Factor endowments, high. National advantage, high. Demand conditions, good. National competitiveness, good. Related and supporting industries, good. National competitiveness is good. Firm strategy, good. And national competitiveness, good. Okay. The Porter's 5 forces model, each factors, okay, low and competitive advantage, but this time, it is opposite, high. Okay. So I'm not gonna talk about the each factors, but you can just okay, read your textbook and you can understand easily. Okay? Very simple topics. Okay? And motivations in a national expectation, a lot, many motivations. Okay, the textbook is talking about economies of scale and product life cycle. We already talked about this. And value chain activity. Okay, think about that. Human capital. We talked about human capital, right? Then value chain activity in the values. Okay, human capital can go any value chain activities. Okay, and risk. International business, it gives a lot of opportunities, but it has a risk too. What risk? There are many risks, but destruction of property. Right? This is not my country, so I don't know very well sometimes. Okay, and they discriminate. Right. Then the characteristics of some countries: destruction of property, intellectual property. Some countries have a very strong intellectual property protection, the USA, and some European countries. But some countries not, like China, copycats, Chinese government. You cannot trust in this sense. Okay, but you should know this. And also, do not trust upcoming numbers in China yet. In some other countries. Okay? Uh, based on my experience, some account numbers, sometimes it is almost nothing, okay, in some countries. So let me say, like credibility, trustability. If I say 7, 8 in the USA out of 10, and some countries like China and some other, advancing countries like 3 or 4, probably. Okay. So the lesson is very simple. You need to recheck the numbers. And also, you need to think about other dimensions of numbers, okay? The behind of the numbers. Okay? You cannot simply trust account numbers in China yet. Okay. All right. Then let's talk about this. Yes. International strategies. 2 forces: cost reduction and local adaptation. Cost reduction and local adaptation. It is very similar with the generic strategies we talked about. Reduce cost, increase product differentiation. So cost reduction and local adaptation is exactly not exactly the same, but similar with the product differentiation and local adaptation. Then you can understand, you can understand this. Then based on this cost reduction and local adaptation, then we have this. Okay. Pressure for local adaptation, low, high, and pressure for lower cost, low, high, and low, low. You don't care, then you have an international strategy. You make a product here, then you can sell it. Just UPS, that's it. This is international strategy. But if you care about the local adaptation, that means product differentiations, better product to meet customers' needs in each country. This is a multi-domestic strategy. Okay, you focus on the product differentiation, local adaptations. Okay, and global strategy is focused on the focus. Not focus, cost. Okay, cost reduction. All right. So there is standardized product, reduce cost. Okay. Then the combination of global strategy and multi-domestic strategy is a transnational strategy. Combination of this. Okay. So basically, the ultimate goal is a transnational strategy. Usually, many companies start from here, then go this way, or go this way. Okay. Go like this, or go this way. All right. So this is the central idea of this chapter: international strategy, 2 by 2 boxes. Okay, international strategy, multi-domestic strategy, global strategy, transnational strategy. All right. Then I'm not gonna talk about each strategy. Okay, you can just read the textbook. Your textbook is great. Then you can understand easily. And antonyms. Okay. We already at the beginning of the semester we talked about some of these topics. Okay, reading my research papers, right? Exporting, licensing, franchising, strategic alliances, joint ventures, wholly owned subsidy, green investment. Okay. Like a 100% investment in the foreign country. Probably we have this, yes. The ownership and control, low, high. Yeah. And investment and risk, and low, high. Right? And exporting. Think about it. You make it, send FedEx. Then your ownership, control, low. Okay? And risk is low either, low too. Okay? Then licensing, you use some technologies, franchising. Okay? More control, more ownership, but higher risk. Straight alliances make friends, make partners. Okay? Partners, joint ventures, equity partners, 50%, 50% ownership in a new company, joint ventures. Straight alliances, usually non-equity partners, non-equity agreements, non-ownership, okay, agreements. Okay? Joint ventures, 50%, 50% ownership. Okay? So joint venture is stronger control because it has ownership and risk is also high. Straight alliances. And many companies, we need to use this. Okay, joint ventures trade alliances. For example, in China, you cannot solely invest in China. You cannot solely set up a company in China. You need a Chinese partner by law. Okay, by law. Then you can have a business as a partner. So there are a lot of joint ventures in China. That's why you see a lot of joint ventures between Chinese owners and foreign owners. Okay? Wholly owned subsidy, 100% your investment in foreign countries. So control ownership, perfect, 100%, but risk is what? Very, very high. So based on this, you can think about which entry mode is suitable in your situations. Okay? In your future job, probably you may have think about this one. If you have an opportunity to be involved with any international business, you will have a chance to think about this. Okay? Probably not just entry level, but in the middle line or the senior levels, probably in your job, you may have a think about this. If you have startups, you need to think about this immediately, probably in your job. Okay, that's pretty much about chapter 7. See, this chapter is very simple. Very simple. I told you. Okay. All right. Any question, comment about international business, chapter 7? No question? No concern? Okay. Then on Wednesday, we are talking about entrepreneurship. Okay, new ventures. Okay. Then let me ask this: any question, any concern about this course or whatever at this point? Please let me know. So if you are ready to go, please say yes. No question, no concern. Please say yes. All right, great, Lois, Emma, great, Melody. Okay, then if you don't have any question or concern, I'm gonna see you on Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. We are talking about entrepreneurship. Okay. Right, great. I will see you on Wednesday. Thank you.